Hi, my name is Benedicta Weir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm really excited to be in your faces. I graduated from School of Pharmacy, Delta State University, Abraka, 2016. I started doing community projects. Flashback to 6 months before that time, I didn't have an idea whatsoever what an NGO was about or what advocacy entailed. I attended a conference at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, May 2016, where one of the speakers spoke on the Yali Network and the Mandela Washington Fellowship. It aroused my interest. I started taking courses on the Yali Network platform and began going to secondary schools around me to talk to secondary school students in community schools in Obiaruku. As time went on, I began to learn on the job. December 3rd, 2016, I had my first major event, and it was a campaign against teenage pregnancy. I'm sure you'd be wondering why teenage pregnancy of all the challenges. I attended an all-girls boarding school in Warri. And prior to that time, I have witnessed firsthand teenage pregnancy issues and cases in Obiaruku. And so I decided to help girls aim high, build bigger dreams, and hope for better futures. Because after my graduation from secondary school, I realized that that girl who dropped out of school could have been me. We need to understand that the teen age is a very vulnerable one, where the teen, whether male or female, is trying to adapt to the changes that are taking place in their bodies. They're trying to understand the fact that they are living up to the responsibility of becoming adults. And if they're not properly guided, decisions that they make can either destroy or build them. So I understood that these girls needed a safe space to be themselves, a safe space to ask questions that bothered their minds, a safe space where no one would judge them. I, for one, in my secondary school, had lots of counselors, had lots of pastors who kept talking to us, counseling us, building big pictures in our minds. That helped me stay sane. I decided I could give the same opportunity to girls in my community who didn't have such. I understood that they needed a safe space to be themselves, to ask questions without the judgmental eyes of their teachers or their parents. Another challenge that is plagued with the teen age is the question of self-esteem. Of course, at Valentine, people are looking forward to having gifts, love letters. So instead of waiting for someone to reach out to you, why not write yourself a love letter? And that was it. We decided to give gifts to these girls, thousands of them. And from meager donation, we were able to raise hundreds of sanitary pads to give to them. Of course, we had students come out to read their wonderful love letters that were written to themselves. And it was such a joy to see excitement on their faces. I went into the third project, which was advocacy against teenage pregnancy. That was around May 5th, which happened to be my birthday, 2017. And unlike the first project, the campaign against teenage pregnancy, I decided to engage entertainment as a tool. We used Stephanie Linus's movie Dry, which is a story of teenage pregnancy, VVF, vesical vaginal fistula, to actually paint a picture of what teenage pregnancy is like. And it wasn't us talking anymore to the students. It was these students experiencing, watching firsthand the result of teenage pregnancy. And it was such a sight to behold. Shortly after that project, I got selected again to represent One in Africa at the One Youth Summit in Brussels, Belgium. I attended the just concluded African Youth Connect in Kigali, Rwanda, and come January 6th to 17th, 2019, I'll be representing Nigeria at the International Leadership Program in Sao Paulo, Brazil. When I was contacted about the speaking engagement, how to make impact, what came to my mind was the thousands of girls I had reached out to in my project. Is it the girls in Obiaruku or the girls I encountered in Torugbene and Ogubabene, the riverine communities of Delta State and Bayelsa State, or the patients I encountered in Kebbi, Birin Kebbi, or the wonderful girls I met in Benin, until I lost my friend 3 weeks ago. And I realized that all you needed to make impact was you. All you need to make impact is just one person. I am a science person, so when we talk about impact, what comes to our mind is force. If I take a hammer and I hit the wall and there is a crack on it, that is an impact. Now, like ripple effect, when you impact one person and that one person impacts another person, that way, this country, the world will be a better place for us to live in. I realized that impact wasn't about the trips that I was making. It wasn't about traveling the world. Of course, it's one of those things. But it dawned on me that all you need to make impact is you.